The outburst of end-time revival. Revival is a holy treasure that holy men sought for with tears. Jesus Christ will not allow this rain to grow and produce thorns and thistles in the land. He holds men responsible for every open heaven he grants into our hands. If God must trust us with another revival in the body of Christ, we must be ready to walk in His will and refuse to betray our trust. There are many ministries and churches, but little impact is being made on this generation, as the salt would do to rotten meat. 2 Samuel 5 verse 24, "And let it be, when thou hearest the sound of a going in the tops of the mulberry trees, that then thou shalt bestir thyself, for then shall the Lord go out before thee, to smite the host of the Philistines." Several men of God exist only to make a name for themselves and to build personality in the body of Christ. Our light seems to have been darkened so that it can be conveniently partnered with present darkness. We see men of God who are involved in bitterness, lies, and other sins, while several who claim not to be give excuses on the pulpit. The altar of God has been exchanged for worldly things. We could no longer call down fire as it were in the days of prophet Elijah in 2 Kings 1 verse 10, "And Elijah answered and said to the captain of 50, If I be a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down fire from heaven and consumed him and his 50. Our generation is busy looking for the God of Elijah. Meanwhile, God is looking for the Elijah kind of people to use so that He can manifest His glory through them. Every time God moved in any generation, it was to the cry of men and women who gave up as beyond hope or expectation of their dryness and knocked until their closed heaven gave way. We see so much in our day that it would seem hopeless to expect a genuine revival again. In the past few years, God has stirred up the hearts of many silent Christians, sometime unknown to one another, to cry and tarry at His feet for a divine visitation again. They may not be the prominent names being flashed on the TV screen, in print media, and on the billboards. Those are the kinds of end-time revivalists who refuse to bow to the present worldliness and the popular wave of preaching. They have tasted the old wine just before it dried up, and they have no taste for this present kind of Christianity that men practice. Without a doubt, I see men with fire on their lips rising around the globe who would take the gospel to the end of the earth. I hear God saying, "It is time for me to remember Zion." Psalms 102 verse 13. "Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion for the time to favor her. Yea, the set time is come." That is the promise of God. Men like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are rising. In the book of Daniel 3 verse 14, Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, "Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up?" Daniel 3 verse 16, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. Now is the right time. The clouds have gathered." 1 Chronicles 14 verse 15, "And it shall be, when thou shalt hear a sound of going in the tops of the mulberry trees, that then thou shalt go out to battle, for God is gone forth before thee to smite the host of the Philistines." Jesus Christ has risen on the top of the mulberry tree in several nations. This is not about forming international organizations and movements. It's simultaneous flow of the Spirit. This has nothing to do with denominations, yet it's flowing through denominations that were considered as dead and orthodox. It's not about men of God, but Christ Himself is the focus. He is the one being lifted up. Joel 2 verse 4, "The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run." Joel 2 verse 7, "They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks." This are the kind of armies God is raising in this generation. The revival is not coming with great celebration. It is breaking forth silently in a small group of praying and seeking men. It's going to be a flow of relationship with Christ. It's gradual and yet deep and forceful. Its main purpose is to restore the church to biblical Christianity and turn the hearts of men back to the old paths and the ancient landmarks. It gathers and draws sinners to the head of the church, but much in it focuses the preparation of the bride of Christ for her coming King. This is what God, in His mercy and compassion, is bringing us into at the various levels of our labor with Him. It is but the fulfillment of the prophecy made to the fathers. This divine visitation must not be misunderstood. It is not to build another empire for men, it's to build the body of Christ. It will draw the scattered and dry bones together in the body of Christ. It will bring back the church the submission to one another, so we can grow together in His purpose. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.